movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Gives this one off to Jones. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 16. Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Brady again.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
That catch good for only a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Brady's throw there complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack. For knowing when exactly to do it.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And knock him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen's throw is complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Allen. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. They get this out left. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? Fournette a 1st down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fournette running out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Andrew Adams there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on first down is Allen.
They're going to give me a chance next time.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 31 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Fielded in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Brady on target. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's been a long day for you.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that will set the team moving.
And that's the to just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
54, check.
Allen now on first down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
First down, Tampa Bay.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Free to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, and they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This is Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Fournette. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point try now for Succop. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Bills 39, Buccaneers 22.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he takes a shot on the release. says this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Allen off the play fake. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the
and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A good pickup there at 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That is Cole. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.